The former president of the United States, Barack Obama, said in a talk that artificial intelligence is seeping into our lives in all sorts of ways that we don't even notice it. And seems like his life was no exception. In 2014, researchers at NVIDIA put together these faces using artificial intelligence. Fast forward 4 years later, we have this. The researchers use merging technology to merge facial features of real faces to create entirely new faces that look real, that look like they belong to you all, one of you here. But this is not real. This is how scarily good artificial intelligence is. Why are we talking about artificial intelligence? This is mind-boggling, mind-blowing, given that we are witnessing the arrival of the children of the millennials, the children of Generation Z, Generation Alpha. Mark McCrindle in 2005 coined the term, and the demographers and researchers seem to agree. Generation Alpha is the most innovative, most creative, most digital yet to have been born in this world. Technically, Generation Alpha is the generation that is entirely born in the 21st century. Generation Alpha are adept at using smartphones and tablets. My three-year-old son is turning 3 in April. Every day, we negotiate a lot. And a lot of it is to do with, "Daddy, can I watch iPad, please?" These Generation Alpha children learn very differently from the way that their predecessors learned. They are arriving in record number. According to a survey done with 8,000 parents around the world by the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers, the survey revealed that 8 is the age they believe their children would outdo them in knowledge and skills in technology. And to put this in perspectives, that the oldest of Generation Alpha are in grade 3 and grade 4 right now, depending on the age they start school officially. So in a way, many parents are already learning from their kids. It is estimated that by 2025, there will be 2 billion Alpha people joining the world population. The so-called Great Screen Age is the most innovative, is the most groundbreaking ever to ever grace this earth. But yet, if you look at the way we learn, and in many contexts, it's all about reading, writing, and numeracy, especially so in the context of Cambodia. This is not to say that reading and writing and numeracy are not important. They are actually more important than ever. But look, let's do some reality check. We are not communicating in just a textual form, a verbal form. We use multiple modes to communicate: gestural, linguistic, spatial, oral, and visual. So our communication is multimodal, but many people are learning through reading, writing, and numeracy. So obviously, the conventional 3 R's are not sufficient. Back to 33,000, or to between 33,000 and 30,000 BC, the Chauvet cave painting discovered by the researchers at Bradshaw Foundation shows very important evidence that our predecessors, our ancestors were already very sophisticated in communication. And it wasn't just words, it was visuals. Now, to go from here to here, to go from visual communication to reading, writing, and numeracy, we are doing multi-modality, multiliteracies injustice. But there are cases as well supporting visual communication. If we look around, as you could see here, that studies have shown multiple times that we remember only about 10% of what we hear, and 20% of what we read, but up to 80% of what we do and see. This is the power of visuality. So we cannot not talk about multiliteracies. Here I am to promote and emphasize the importance of literacies for the digital natives, because they are arriving in record numbers, with 2.5 million of them born weekly right now. This is an earth-shattering arrival of new generation. Take a look at this. And this. The difference between the two design is a matter of vector, with one going up, the hearts going up, and the droppings. And it changes the whole meaning of the design. And this. I know what you're thinking, but this is what happened. It's about the framing. Framing is a skill that photographers, that visual people use in order to direct our attention to focus on the visual objects in the image. And it's going to direct our interpretation of the message in the picture the way they want, the way they frame the picture. Composition. We are all quite familiar with this because, in a way, we are photographers now with the smartphones and tablets. And placement. We get manipulated very often by advertisers. Product placement is everywhere. If we don't talk about these extra linguistic features of communication, it is so easy for us to get manipulated. It is so easy for us to lose to the world where many generations are fighting to fit in. But here, we talk about the generation gaps. We have generations X, Y, Z, and Alpha. I don't think I'll be able to outlearn Generation Alpha. And many of us will not be able to out-tech-savvy them either. So why try to compete? Learn with them. If we do it right, they are here to help us. It doesn't take expertise to learn digital skills, multiliteracies, and all these visual abilities that I was demonstrating a while ago. All it takes is to spend screen time with Generation Alpha, and we'll be amazed at how much we can learn from them. All it takes is willingness and time. So learn multiliteracies to navigate the spaces where we all co-populate offline and online. Learn with Generation Alpha. It starts with us. It starts right here, right now. Together, we, multiple generations, will learn multiliteracies. Thank you so much.